Nice bass. There we go. Fish. That's a good fish. That is a really good fish. What's up, guys? I am absolutely stoked to get this video started today. So I've been wanting to make another custom soft plastic since the first time I made one about a month or two ago. I just really enjoyed the process of making my own soft plastic and then getting out on the water with it and trying to catch some fish. It was a ton of fun doing that, so been wanting to do it again and just haven't really had the time. So I went ahead last night and stayed up most of the night, and I sculpted up a pretty nice master and got a mold made. It's a nice looking little fluke bait that I'm actually pretty proud of. So I haven't even poured the plastics yet, just have the mold made up. I'll show you guys that in a second. And yeah, I'm gonna go ahead, pour some of those plastics, get some of these flukes made up, and then I'm gonna get out on the water and try to catch some fish with them. Here's the mold I came up with. For the most part, it's just your standard fluke, except it's got a slightly wider body in the middle here, and it's also got a slightly wider fork on the tail there. So we'll see how those slight variations affect the action. I'm pretty optimistic about it though. The master looked real nice, and I'm thinking these baits are going to come out pretty nice. So we'll go ahead, get some plastic poured, and see how they turn out. Alright guys, I'm gonna try a white one first. I went ahead and I chopped up a bunch of used white soft plastics. I'm gonna melt them down now and we'll get our first pour done. Alright. Ready to pour, it looks like. Well guys, I ran into a couple unexpected technical difficulties pouring these flukes, plus I forgot how long it takes a single soft plastic to cool after you pour it. So I'm just gonna finish up pouring a few of these off camera and then I'll show you guys how they turn out. Well, it's about an hour later now guys, and I worked through those technical difficulties and managed to pour 3 pretty nice looking flukes. I poured them in 3 colors so far. I've got one in black and blue, one in watermelon, and one in pearl. Should cover just about any kind of water clarity I run into with these 3 colors. So that's at least a good start. I think I'm actually gonna wait till tomorrow to start fishing with them, but I'm gonna go ahead and let them cure for a day, and then I'll see you guys tomorrow when I get out on the water with them. Alright guys, it's actually 2 days later now. Yesterday I ended up pouring a few more flukes in a few more colors, and I also just got out for a little bit and tested the action of them. So adding the little bit of bulk to the edges that I did also added quite a bit of buoyancy to this bait. So it does run best with just a tiny bit of weight on it. So I'm running it Texas rigged with a 5/0 wide gap and an 1/8 ounce bullet weight. It will run weightless, but you got to give it a while to sink because it wants to float for a second. So pegged it with a little 1/8 ounce weight. Gonna send this June bug colored one around here because I've done really well with June bug colored baits in this canal. I'm gonna shut up about it though, send this fluke out there, and hopefully we could catch a couple bass with it today. Nice bass. There we go. All right. That was so dope, guys. On the custom fluke. Nothing too big, but pretty awesome first catch with it. Hell yeah, guys. That confirms these flukes will get bit. And that was such an awesome eat too. You guys probably won't be able to see it on camera because I think these weeds are going to be blocking your view, but this dude came in hot up along the weed line and chased that fluke right in and hammered it. I watched the eat and everything. So sick. What an awesome catch. Let's get it back in the water. I fished that first spot for quite a while and wasn't having too much luck over there, so I decided to switch spots, and I came over to this really nice looking pond that I've actually never fished before. So I'm really not even sure what kind of fish are in here. I'm just hoping that there's some bass, and I'm gonna go ahead and cast around and see if maybe we could catch something. Would be awesome to catch my first fish ever at a new spot with a brand new custom bait that I just made. Bass. Oh no, that was a nice bass. Oh. Well, that sucks, guys. I just missed a bite from a real decent bass, but at least now I know there's definitely bass in this pond, so I'll keep after it for a bit and see if we can get another bite. Okay, that was weird. Small bass, but I'll take it. All right, cool. Jeez, dude, chill. All right, guys, usually when I try figuring out a new spot, I'll only throw really high confidence lures, but I decided to take a chance today throwing that custom fluke, and it is paying off. Not a real big one or anything, but it's the second bite I got in here today, and definitely making me feel pretty confident in the fact that there's quite a bit of bass in this pond. So I'll come back here for sure sometime, and I'm definitely happy to be catching them with the custom fluke in here too. But anyway, enough about that. Let's get this dude swimming again and see what else we could catch. They seem pretty interested in this bluegill color in here, so I'm just gonna stick with this bluegill colored one. Decent bass, decent bass. Let's go. That is a nice fish, guys. On the custom fluke. Please let me land this bass. Yes! Let's freaking go, guys. Gorgeous bass on the bluegill colored custom fluke. Super freaking nice fish. So dope. Hell yes, guys. I am so freaking stoked for this catch right now. So awesome. Could not have asked for a better fish with the custom fluke. I think it was my third bass ever with these flukes, and just what a beautiful, healthy, awesome largemouth bass. So cool. Well, it's later on the same day now, guys, and I was just having so much fun throwing around these flukes earlier. I decided to come back out and try my luck at a different canal spot with them. This canal spot actually has quite a bit of snook and tarpon in it, and when I was designing this fluke, I made it a bit bulky and a bit big so that it would be decent for targeting both saltwater and freshwater fish. So we already caught a pretty nice bass with it earlier. I'm gonna send it out here and see if maybe we could catch a decent snook or tarpon with it. I'm gonna start with the same bluegill colored one I was throwing earlier today, and hopefully they're interested in it. We'll see. That's a good fish. That is a really good fish. I think it's a snook. If it's not a snook, it's a giant bass. It's a nice snook. Real nice snook. Oh man, it's got me in the slop. Yes! Freaking beautiful, possibly PB snook on the custom fluke, guys. So insane. I'm pretty sure this is a PB. So crazy. Wow, guys, this is absolutely insane. I was right about this fish being my PB. I haven't caught a ton of big snook, and this one's sitting at exactly 30 inches. My PB by 1 inch because my previous was 29. So freaking cool. Gonna get it swimming again. Man, what a beautiful fish. I'm so stoked this thing bit. Oh, I almost fell. These rocks are slippery. Well, it's another day later now, guys, and I decided to get the kayak out on the canal today, and we're gonna see if we could catch some with the custom fluke off the kayak. Fish. It's a decent bass. I didn't think it was half as big as it was at first, the way it hit. Oh, buddy, don't do that. Jeez, it's a crazy one. Good thing it's pinned pretty good. Probably would have, oh no, I just totally dunked my rod though. That sucks. Gotta hose that bad boy down now. Hell yeah, guys. That's another beautiful bass on the custom fluke. So cool. Stuck to my glove. Oh, feels like a good fish. Can't tell what it is yet. Decent bass. All right, about the same size as the first one. All right, guys, that's another beautiful, healthy largemouth bass on the fluke. And I gotta say, I am super happy with the way this thing is performing so well. We've been catching some real good quality fish with it. Anyway, though, let's put this fish back and see what else we could get. Well, it's one more day later now, guys, and I know we already caught some pretty nice fish with the custom fluke, but I think I'm gonna get out for one more day, launch the kayak here in this canal, and see if maybe I could catch a couple more. Oh yeah. A little windier than the forecast said it was gonna be today. I was already out with the kayak though by the time I realized how much wind we had. Oh, if I could stay the right direction, that would be fantastic. That's a decent bass. Right in the middle of me complaining about the wind. Is it a bass? No, it's a small snook. Cool. Even better. Well, I don't know if I'd say even better, but pretty neat. All right, guys. Just a little guy, but still a pretty neat catch. Fish. Oh yeah. Hell yeah, guys. Decent little bass. Been pretty slow ever since we caught that snook earlier. I was kind of losing hope, so cool. Not a bad one. All right, guys, not a bad little bass, and I really haven't even been out here fishing that long today. I'm just being impatient and spoiled because I've been doing so well with this fluke so far. So anyway, not a bad one. Super good quality bites so far with this fluke. I don't think I've really caught a real total dink yet. Every bass we've caught has been pretty decent. That snook was probably the youngest fish we caught, the one we caught earlier today. But anyway, let's go ahead, get this bass swimming again and get back after it. Well, all right, guys, I didn't end up staying out on the kayak for too long this morning just because there were some heavy gusts of wind coming through that were just making it more trouble than it was worth to be out there. But I did at least catch those 2 fish real quick to tack onto the video before we called it a day. And I gotta say, I have been super impressed with this fluke. It turned out exactly how I hoped it would. The action is absolutely perfect. It works great with an 1/8 ounce bullet weight, which is actually what I prefer to throw flukes with on a Texas rig. So just the perfect fluke for the way I fish them. And I mean, the big fish seem to really like them. I really didn't catch anything too small. That tiny snook I caught this morning was the smallest one. I mean, that was a baby fish, but still a snook, so still pretty cool. But as far as bass goes, didn't seem like any tiny bass were really even interested in it. So does a good job at weeding out those little ones, it seems like. I mean, I caught pretty good quality fish with it, and I mean, the shape of it, the movement, the way it goes through the water and everything is just spot on with what I wanted. So just ecstatic with how it turned out, and I might even do a part 2 of this video. I just had a ton of fun throwing this around and catching fish with it. It's definitely my favorite bait I made yet. I like it a lot better than that crawfish I made, so I kind of want to get back out there and fish with it some more. So let me know in the comments if you guys are interested in seeing me catch some more fish with this, because I'd kind of like to. But anyway, I really don't have too much more to say about it. Just really happy with the bait, really happy with the way the video turned out. So hope you guys liked it as much as I did. But aside from that, that's really all I got to say. So if you like the video, please go ahead, just hit like, subscribe if you want, comment if you want, and that's about it. So thanks again, guys. I'll see you on the water, and I'll see you on the next one.